If you hear this over the phone, say these three words and hang up immediately. Your phone rings, you answer it. The person on the other end of the line says a certain phrase. The moment you hear this sentence, before explaining yourself or before asking questions or not, before trying to be polite, you say three words and hang up. These three words are simply, "I'm hanging up." You say them clearly, calmly, and then end the call. Today, I'm going to teach you the 7 warning phrases that should trigger these three words every time you hear them. If you learn to recognize these phrases and act on them immediately, you can protect yourself from 99% of phone scams targeting Americans right now. These are not random or obscure tactics. These are the exact phrases scammers are using right now to steal billions of dollars to people every year. And the people who lose this money are not careless or unintelligent people. These are people who didn't know everything, just not what to listen to. After this video, it won't be you anymore. Before moving on to the 7 sentences, subscribe now because this channel is dedicated to protecting you and your loved ones against these types of threats. Share this video with a family member or friend before the end, because the person who needs it most is perhaps least someone who would never seek it out on their own. Now let's get to the heart of the matter. First sentence, do you hear me? This is the most dangerous sentence on this entire list, and it is dangerous for a reason that most people would never guess on their own. The caller says hello in a friendly voice, pauses, then asks, "Can you hear me?" This seems like a completely innocent technical question. There may be a bad connection. Maybe he's calling from a noisy environment. Your response, polite and natural, is to say yes. And that's exactly what they came for. Here's what happens next. Scammers record your voice saying yes. They now have an audio clip of your own voice saying the word yes. Then they use that recording in a completely different context. When a business calls to verify a transaction or service and asks, "Do you approve this charge?" However, scammers broadcast your recorded yes as if it were your timely response. Real to this question. Your voice, your yes, was used to authorize something that you did not never accepted. Registration can also be used to create fake permissions, extremely difficult to dispute after the fact because your voice is on the recording. So what do you do when you hear, "Can you hear me?" You say those three words, "I'm hanging up," and that's exactly what you do. You don't answer the question. You don't say yes, no, maybe less, or anything else, because any answer you give could be cut and reused. A real caller is a legitimate business, medical office. Your bank, your insurance company doesn't start with, "Can you hear me?" It begins with something like, "Hello, this is Sarah calling from Dr. Johnson's office to confirm your appointment tomorrow." He identifies himself immediately. It gives you the reason for the call in the first sentence. Opening with, "Can you hear me?" It is a trap, and now you know it. Second sentence, "This is your final notice." This is your final notice before taking action. Justice. Final warning, last chance to respond. These phrases are designed to do one specific thing, and they are very effective at achieving it. They are designed to make you panic. When you hear a final opinion, your nervous system reacts. Something urgent is happening, produce. Something bad is about to happen if you don't act right away. This urgency is the whole point. A panicked person does not think clearly. A panicked person does not take the time to check the caller's identity or call back an official number. A panicked person responds immediately to whatever the caller asks next. Here's the reality that puts an end to the panic. Real businesses and real government institutions do not provide final notices by telephone. The IRS sends registered mail. Social Security sends official correspondence. Your bank sends written notices. A real legal proceeding involves official documents served through official channels. There is no legitimate organization operating in the United States that delivers final notice through an unsolicited phone call. None. So, yes, when you hear a final notice, a final warning, or one last chance during an incoming call, you already know everything you need to know about it. It's a scam. You say those three words and hang up. If there was a real problem with your taxes, benefits, or other legal matter, you would have received official written notice well before anyone called you. Third sentence, your Social Security number has been suspended. This sentence seems really scary. Your Social Security number, the number linked to your identity, your benefits, to your entire financial history, has been suspended due to a suspicious activity. You must verify your information immediately or expose yourself to serious consequences. Few, if any, law enforcement agencies are already involved. Time is running out. Every word in this scenario is made up. And here's the most important thing to understand about this. A Social Security number cannot be suspended. This system does not exist. The Social Security Administration does not have the authority or technical infrastructure to suspend your number. This has never happened to anyone. This can't happen to anyone. This is not a reality. Scammers use this phrase specifically because most people don't know that Social Security numbers cannot be suspended. They are banking on your uncertainty. They are banking on the fact that you prefer prevention to cure when it comes to something this important as your Social Security number. When you hear this expression, Glass, you are 100% sure that it is a scam because what they describe is literally impossible. There is no legitimate version of this call. You say those 3 words and immediately hang up. And if you want to be even more careful, you call Social Security Directly Administration to its official number to confirm that your account is in perfect condition, which will be the case. 4th sentence, do not hang up or you will be arrested. It's the escalation of the threat. The scammer senses that you might move away, so he uses the tool most power at his disposal, namely the fear of the police. If you hang up, an arrest warrant will be issued. The police are already on their way to your home. Federal agents were warned. Your cooperation is required by law. Here are the sentences designed for you freeze in place and make you believe that ending the call is an illegal act that will result in real consequences. Real law enforcement doesn't work that way. Real police officers, federal agents, and legal authorities don't call you on the phone to threaten you with arrest if you don't continue talking to them. Arrest warrants are issued through formal court processes and served through official law enforcement channels. They are not announced through an unsolicited phone call. The real strengths of order don't need to keep you in line. If they have a legitimate reason to contact you, they will contact you through official means, and they will have documents. A telephone threat is not a document. This is a scam technique. As soon as you hear, don't hang up or you will be arrested, Irut, you say those 3 words and hang up. Then if you feel the slightest concern, you call your local police department directly using a number you searched for yourself and not a number provided by the caller. 5th sentence, press 1 to speak to an agent. This comes via phone call. There is a recorded voice that's fluid and urgent. This tells you that there is a problem with your account, a problem with your insurance, a suspicious charge on your card, a situation that requires your immediate attention. Just press button 1 to be put in touch with an agent, which can help you solve the problem immediately. As soon as you press button 1, 2 things happen. Either you are connected with an agent who can help you resolve the problem immediately. As soon as you press button 1, 2 things happen. Either you are put in connection with a live scammer who will spend the next few minutes defrauding you as much personal and financial information as possible, or you are connected with a premium rate telephone line that starts charging you by the minute without your knowledge. Neither outcome is good. Both are intentional. It is about an automated calling system, and it's entirely designed with the hope that you press that button. The recorded voice is not. Press button 1 and the trap. The real companies that have need to contact you about a genuine account issue do not do so through automated calling systems that ask you to press a number to continue. If you have a real problem with your account at an institution, you can call them directly using the official number on the back of your card, on their official website, or on your official account statement. You never need to answer a live call to resolve a legitimate issue. When you hear a 1 pressed, you hang up without pressing anything. You also don't press 2 to be removed from the list. This tells them the number is active and results in further calls. Sentence 6, we need to verify your information. The caller introduces himself as being from your bank, your insurer, Medicare, a government agency, or any other organization that appears legitimate. And then they say, we just have to check some information for your safety. Let me confirm your Social Security number. What are the last 4 digits of your credit card? Can you check your date of birth and mother's maiden name? They present this as security. They present this as protection. They make it seem like they are calling to help you. Here is the fundamental reality that exposes each version of this call. Real companies and organizations that already have your account do not need to call you to get your information. They already have them. Your bank knows your account number, your company insurance to your Social Security number and its files, Medicare to your date of birth. They don't need you to read it to them of an incoming phone call. The only entity that needs your information over the phone is an entity that doesn't already have it. And an entity that doesn't already have them is not the company it claims to be. You hang up and call the organization directly using an official number you found yourself. You never give personal information to an incoming caller, regardless of their identity. Expression 7, you won a prize. But first, the excitement comes immediately. Congratulations, you have been selected. You have won $5,000, a vacation package, a gift card. Something wonderful happened to you, and all you have to do is ask for it, and then come the words that end it all. But first, you need to provide your bank account number for deposit. You must pay a small processing fee of $99 to receive your winnings. You must verify your identity by providing your Social Security number. You are responsible for covering shipping and handling costs for your prize package. Real prizes and real winnings never require paying anything up front. Real lotteries, real contests, real sweepstakes do not require winners to pay processing fees before receiving their prize. The model doesn't work that way. If you actually won something, it happens. You don't have to pay to get it. Once a price announcement includes the words, but is first followed by a financial request or a request for personal information, the price is not real. The only thing real about this call is the scammer on the other end and the money he's trying to take from you. You say those 3 words and hang up. Now let me give you the golden rule that links these 7 phrases into one protective habit. I call it the test of 3 seconds. When you answer a call from a number you don't recognize, you listen for the first 3 seconds. For those 3 seconds, you're on the lookout for specific signals in a robotic or recorded voice. The words, "Can you hear me?" An instruction to press a number, the expression "final opinion," any expression of urgency or threat. If any of these signals appear within the first 3 seconds, the call is terminated. You say those 3 words and hang up. You don't expect more context. You don't give them a chance to explain themselves. You are not trying to determine whether this specific call might be the only exception. You hang up. The comparison that clearly shows this is simple. A scammer starts with, "Can you hear me?" Or press 1 for an important message, or "This is your final review." A real caller starts with, "Hello, this is Sarah from Dr. Johnson's office. We will call you to confirm your appointment tomorrow at 2 p.m. The real callers identify themselves by name and organization in the first sentence. They immediately explain the reason for the call. They do not ask for sensitive information. They don't create urgency. They do not threaten consequences if the call is interrupted. When you hear the difference laid out so clearly, you realize that you've always been able to recognize it. You just needed to someone tell you what to listen. Let me tell you about William. William is 73 years old and lives in the Michigan. He is keen, cautious, and circumspect in most areas of his life. But one afternoon, his phone rang. A recorded voice said, "This is the Social Security Administration. Your Social Security number has been suspended due to suspicious activity associated with criminal investigations. Please press 1 to speak immediately to an agent to resolve this issue." The old William, the William before his grandson sitting him down and explaining his alert phrases to him, could have pressed 1. He could have stayed on the line trying to figure out what happened to his number, his benefits, his financial security. But his grandson told him, "SSN suspended." Red flags. William said these 3 words, "I'm hanging up." He ended the call. He searched for the number on Google and found it on several scam reporting websites with hundreds of victim reports. By applying a simple rule at the right time, William protected himself from what could have amounted to thousands of dollars in losses and potentially the theft of his identity. William's story is not unusual. This happens every day to careful, intelligent, and attentive people, but who just didn't know what the red flag looked like until someone showed them. Now you know it, and you can show it to someone else. Here are the 7 sentences one last time so that they are engraved in your memory. Do you hear me? To hang up. This is your final review. To hang up. Your security number social service was suspended. To hang up. Do not hang up or you will be arrested. To hang up. Press 1 to speak to an agent. Hang up. We need to verify your information. Hang up. You've won a prize, but hang up first. In all cases, these 3 words start with "I'm hanging up," and then you hang up. Now you know something that could protect you or a loved one to lose everything because of a phone call. But this information is only useful if it reaches the right people. Now think about a person in your life, a parent, a grandparent, an aunt, or an uncle. A neighbor who you know receives a lot of phone calls and who does not know little less. Be not these sentences. Share this video with them today, not later. Now, before you close this tab, this sharing might be the most important thing you'll do for someone dear to you this week. If this video helped you, click the E button and subscribe, because this channel exists to protect you and the people you love. I am always here for you, and I want to protect you.